The United States' first affordable and successful mass-market electric vehicle is entering its third generation for 2026, but it's taking a leap into a new category this time around. The all-new 2026 Nissan Leaf is here, but is it here to make a true splash? The Nissan Leaf up until this point has been a low-range, low-cost hatchback electric vehicle akin to something like an electrified version of the Nissan Versa hatchback that was removed from our market many years ago. The 2026 model year changes all that, now going after the new Toyota CHR in the design department. Based on the funky chill-out concept from a few years back, it's more aerodynamic yet crossover-like and should be more cargo and passenger-friendly than the existing version. Case in point, despite the fact that this car is actually 3 whole inches shorter in overall length and 1/4 of an inch shorter in height, cargo space behind the second row jumps from 30 cubic feet up to 55.5. Because of the lower roofline, headroom up front is down just a bit, but overall airiness of the cabin will improve thanks to the bigger daylight openings and a more swooping shape. Overall though, if you were hoping for a massive leap in interior space in the transition to this crossover status, you might be just a little bit disappointed here. The interior also borrows the formula used on other fresh Nissan models like the Ariya and Murano, with an elegant dashboard design that incorporates haptic feedback touch surfaces for climate controls, and 2 displays either 12.3 or 14.3 inches in size with Google built in on the top trims. The Bose Personal Plus sound system first seen on the Kicks is also available and gives you 10 speakers, including front headrest speakers that allow the driver to focus navigation prompts or phone calls only to the front seat. Keeping this cabin's temperature regulated is a standard energy-efficient heat pump, plus an available battery heater that further contributes to winter charging performance. What about electric specs? Well, that's an area that the Leaf has needed to do some catching up in, and Nissan certainly has delivered as long as the price is still right. For starters, you'll have your choice between a 174 horsepower front electric motor paired with a 52 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery, or a 214 horsepower front electric motor paired with a 75 kilowatt-hour battery. The onboard AC charger is a measly 7.2 kilowatt setup, meaning at-home charging on a 110 volt outlet is going to take a long time. And while we don't have the charging speeds for level 2 charging, Nissan is claiming that DC fast charging from 10 to 80% can be done in roughly 35 minutes. The peak kilowatt rate of that charge? We'll get back to you on that one. When charging, not only do you no longer have to look for an outdated CHAdeMO charge plug, you can now use both a J1772 plug for slower charging or the NACS/Tesla charge port for faster charging. The car actually has ports on the outside for both standards, reducing the need for an adapter. Range figures for the base model with the smaller battery are not available yet, but you can now go as far as 303 miles with the larger battery if you go for the S Plus trim, which likely comes with smaller wheels. On the other end of the spectrum, the Platinum Plus trim will only go 259 miles between fill-ups, but that's still an improvement over the outgoing car. This is the first EV in the US to implement 2 different charging standards without the need for an adapter. And though it's not the first to do it, the Leaf now also offers vehicle-to-load capability via the J1772 port with an adapter on the outside, or if you get that top Platinum Plus trim, an outlet in the cargo area. The new Leaf comes standard with the expected Nissan Safety Shield active safety features, as well as ProPilot Assist Adaptive Cruise. Unfortunately though, the hands-free iteration known as ProPilot Assist 2.1 is not on the options list. Other interesting features include the optional smart dimming panoramic glass roof, which adjusts the opacity of the glass in lieu of a physical sunshade. The front wide view and invisible hood camera views, part of the available 360-degree surround view camera system, are new options for the Leaf. All models but the tip-top Platinum Plus trim will ride on 215mm wide Yokohama tires, while that Platinum Plus trim will ride on 235mm wide Bridgestone tires. The 2026 Leaf with the 75 kilowatt-hour battery will go on sale before the end of the year, while the 52 kilowatt-hour battery models won't be available until next spring. But I have to say, I am glad that Nissan did not go overboard here with improving the specs, the range, the charging speeds, and all of that. Hitting that big 300 range number is a standout for a model that used to only go up to 212 miles between fill-ups, and giving buyers 2 plug formats to choose from should be a huge boost to ease of use and flexibility for when you do have to charge on the road. They could have gone the Toyota CHR route and given this a dual-motor, high-performance all-wheel drive setup, but instead they've kept expectations in check, and hopefully that price. The current Nissan Leaf starts at $29,280, including destination, and if I were a betting man, I'd say this new one will probably not cost much more.